Welcome in here to Champlain St-Lambert on this Sunday afternoon. It is Édouard-Montpetit against Champlain St-Lambert, 6-6 against 2-10. And we're underway here from South Shore, the Battle of South Shore. And here is Keyshawn Dumont. This is an Édouard team that lost to Huntsic on Friday, and Duke's first launch is recovered by Bissett. And away comes Noel Miguel. So both teams coming off losses on Friday. Champlain losing to St. Foy rather handily by the Dynamique. And Aigle of Huntsic taking out the Lynx on Friday as well at home. And that is the incomplete move by Sherrari, well played by Doof. Both teams trying to look to cement themselves. Champlain in that conversation of perhaps being in that level of top 6 is what they're aiming for. This Lynx team scoring about 65 a game. Backdoor move inside, and Dumont is fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2 free throws coming up here for the visitors from Longueuil. And for Dumont, did not play in the loss to Champlain earlier this year. Was 0 of 5 from the field in the loss on Friday. And here is his first free throws of the day. And Dumont hitting that first free throw to make a 1-0 lead for the Lynx. And away comes Noel Miguel, and welcome back into the booth is Sean Oliver. Sean, just breaking this game down here. Both teams coming off losses on Friday. This game means a lot more for Édouard-Montpetit because they are chasing to cement themselves at least in the lower playoff bracket of seeds going towards March.
Yeah, definitely the game is really much more important for Édouard-Montpetit. Like you said, they're in the bottom third. They're really fighting with other teams at the bottom, so they need this W. But can't take it for granted, though. Champlain also, they're kind of in the middle, and they're jockeying for position also.
Brent Bravo hitting on the free throw line. Bravo having a wonderful year this season for the Cavaliers in the overall effort. Had 14 points, 22 minutes over Édouard. Had only 11 points in 29 minutes in a loss to St. Foy on Friday. And one play to look at here for this Lynx team, and there's the launch. And a recovery by Sherrari is the guy that you spoke to with Loic before, and the X Factor that came back into the fold for the Lynx is number 14, and Patrick Buscavan.
Yeah, Buscavan was a big-time player back at Durocher. I don't know if they won a championship down there, RSEQ championship, but he's a good 6'5" player, muscular.
And here he is on the near side, driving through, and the jumper is smooth, and you see why he's one of the top players. Did not play in the fall semester at 12 and 8 turnovers against Huntsic on Friday night.
And that gives them a tall front line. Him and Diouf, Diouf is like 6'8", he's like 6'6". Big shot by Miguel there. It's gonna be a tough matchup. Like can't underestimate Édouard-Montpetit. Yes, they haven't won a lot of games, but they're tough.
Dumont trying to negotiate through, watched by Thomas. Backdoor, Buscavan missed in that one. And away come the Cavaliers down by a score of 4-2 early days in this first quarter of play. And here's Noel Miguel, who, for those who remember, had a little tete-a-tete with the Édouard-Montpetit handshake line, and the first 2 points for Sherrari.
Yeah, definitely. I remember that. I was kind of surprised what happened. He got suspended, but he came back, and I think 2 weeks ago he was like Player of the Week in the RSEQ. So that's water under the bridge. Now time to move on.
Time to move on, indeed. Here, and I'll get this out of your way here, Sean. I don't want this to impede you, but right now we look at this game here. For the Cavaliers, they know that if they win today, they pretty much will be in the driver's seat to host a playing game on the Friday night the week before Momo.
Okay.
And meanwhile, for Édouard-Montpetit, they know that after this game, the next 3 games are at home. St. Foy, John Abbott, and Thetford. John Abbott and Thetford are the 2 teams they're in that conversation with. So this is a game that they have to get to kind of alleviate the stress levels going towards February.
I'm not a betting guy, but a betting man, but those last 2 games, they have a great chance of winning those. That felt like a travel there, Mo.
Here is Buscavan again. The Durocher kid back out from the 45. And that'll clank off on the miss from Calix. And here comes Miguel, 4-4 game. And you talk about Édouard-Montpetit, and here is Sherrari again going up, and he is fouled by Dufo, go to line. You talk about this Édouard-Montpetit team here, Sean. They have played some teams very tough in the January semester. You think about it this way. They had lost to Brébeuf by a couple of points, and they beat Momo by a single point. So they have that tenacity to play with the big hitters when it comes to close games in the fourth quarter.
Definitely, they're gelling now. Yes, you might say their record is not the greatest record, 3 and something. However, they're playing much better now, and with the addition of Patrick Boxaba, that's a big. They make them a big front line. That's a big. He's going to be a big impact player for them.
And the rebound right there for Doof. And we know his big brother's playing for University of Northern Iowa. Was the MVP at the Nationals of 2024. Played at NC State. And many expect him to be a special talent for this Lynx program. And the rebound right back to Thomas. Slow start for both teams. Only 4 points each in this first quarter of action. Renell Thomas. Big three and a big relief for the Cavaliers.
That's a big shot for Lagar. I really don't like a step back. I think he had the open shot, but he got himself in rhythm and got a good three. Could this energize the team, the bench, and his teammates?
Again, this is a team, Champlain, that made 37% against Momo, their best effort. The three response, nylon. Big shot coming in from the Caliques. His second triple of this first quarter of play.
That's not a good omen for the Champlain Cavaliers. Calix is hitting some big threes like some Kobe Bryant jump shot. Good elevation.
Well, if you recall, a couple years ago, Edouard went on a rampage of threes. Here's the corner pocket for Cleofat. Nylon!
Big shot by Cleopat there, right there in the corner. Now we're getting some more energy in the both sides. Now we're seeing some shooting. Boy, they worked so hard over the week.
And now this game's starting to pick up in temperature. The boiling point is starting to warm up in this matchup. Buscavan back with it. 5 left in the shot clock. Twisting, turning, denied by Bell. Champlain can tie it up with a three if they convert. Miguel, and that ball sent towards Riverside. And right now, a bit of conversation with Dan Martin and Miguel on the geometry and geography of the players on the court.
Yeah, just giving the players' perspective on that. He was saying, hey, that's the read. We saw that in practice. Coach was just saying, hey, it has to be a better bounce pass right there. Both were right. Both could be right in that situation there.
Doof, and one. Ali Doof showing his quality. Went for 17-11 against the Cavaliers the first time. At 16-9 on Friday on 6 of 9 shooting against Ahunsik. And this kid is special, and you see why, as he found his postal code inside the paint.
Yeah, there's definitely interest down south for him. You know, he has the genetics, see the dad, see the mom. His brother has a feathery touch on the three-point. More of a finesse player, but very skillful, Mo.
You know, I have a good story about the Doof family. Yep. So one time I took an Uber, random Uber drive from my garage to where I was going to, and the guy found out I do broadcasting for the Alliance. He goes, my dad grew up with the Doof family's dad in the same village in the hometown.
Oh, wow.
I go, you kidding me? He goes, yeah. I go, it's a small world.
Wow.
Literally small world. Random Uber driver, and he told me that
Look
story.
at that, man. Sunday
Small
stories.
World. That's what it is,
the Sunday stories. Thanks, Mo, for that one.
And right now, the Sunday story right now, it is Edouard up by 6, 39.7 left in this first quarter play. And even though Champlain's come up with a couple of responses, Edouard has really come up with the ace or two on serve.
And Edouard was really with Killick hitting a couple threes there. That's pretty impressive. Like, I haven't seen that in a while from usually the jump shooters don't shoot that high, but he's getting a lot of elevation on his jump shot. Like, it's really hard to block him.
Bravo. And with that, 39.7 left, 6-point lead. And Schreier will go off with Bravo. No subs lined up for Edouard. And right now we see that Logan's keeping the bench to a very minimum 7-8-man rotation at most. And it's a 4-point lead for the Lynx in this first quarter play. Shamsi. Post play, Doof. Open three, corner pocket. Bullseye. A hat trick of threes. Lajoie with that response up by 6. Not a 3-pointer, a 2-pointer instead.
And I told you it was really hard to tell. I thought that was Calix. It was really Lajoie. That here dude got me.
And the numbers two.
Numbers two
Going forward here.
Oh.
And Miguel can't finish that. Collins can't get that. 1.7 left. And this is going to go back the other way here. 19-13 lead for the Lynx. They'll play it up. And at the end of one, it is Edouard 19, Champlain 13. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert. Battle South Shore, the team in red and black up by 6. Welcome back here, Sean Oliver Mocon on this Sunday afternoon. Looking at these top scoring points here. I beg your pardon. It is Édouard-Montpetit shooting 40%, Champlain 25%. Plethora of threes. They went 2 of 6 from long range. Meanwhile, they got 12 points from the bench for Édouard, which has been the key difference in why they're up by 6 compared to the effort from Champlain.
Yeah, you got Calix and Lajoie really spearheading and leading the team. And you could see they're playing with confidence right now. They feel that they could win this game. For Champlain, it's like they thought it would be an easier matchup, and they're sorely in the wrong position to think that this is going to be a tough game for them.
Well, it's been a fruitless trip or two for the Cavaliers. It's been very fruitful for the Lynx in this game. It's quarter number 2 underway. Here's Bissett back out to Bravo. A strong start for the visitors from Longueuil. Bravo trying to find the outlet, and there is a whistle, and we are going to a foul on Lajoie. And Dan Martin not happy about something that did not develop from his offense.
I think what happened was, there was a read, and Noah was supposed to lift up, come up to the ball or something to trigger the action, and that didn't happen, so he's not happy about that.
So the discontent from the Cavaliers and quite a content bench from the Édouard-Montpetit Lynx. Remember, their last win here, which you and I were on the call for, Sean, was back in 2024. And Bissett strong, and a foul will be called on Calixte.
Yeah,
and the last one they had here was by 10 on February 9th, 2024. So 2 years to the anniversary as of next weekend.
It's true. I remember that game we called. It was a pretty impressive game there. I think Calix kind of oversold that call there. And he wasn't established first and foremost. Tried to embellish it, was a little bit acting. But like we said, man, the Oscars are what? In March?
The Grammys are tonight. The Oscars are on March 15th.
Yeah, he wasn't performing.
No, there was no solo act on that one. And Sherreri with the solo act on that. That's a platinum finish for him, and they're now down by 4.
Yeah, definitely. That's what they need. They need to get that ball in the post. And
Bravo
steal.
3-on-2 for the Cavs. Bravo. Thomas, quiet start for him. Back out to Sherreri. Bravo. Thomas. Bravo. The give and go. And the rebound will find its way towards a jump ball with Bissett and Doof. And this will be Édouard ball, 9:17 left in his first half.
But I like that. I like that action there between Bravo and also Thomas. That give and go pass to each other and just shooting that ball, like that sharing is carrying. Gave him an open shot right there.
And with that, 9:17 left, 14 left in the shot clock. It will be Édouard ball on the Champlain side of the court. And here is Keyshawn Dumont back with it. Good ball movement by the Lynx in that first quarter. Can they find the same success in the second quarter? And there's the corner pocket. And there's a rebound for Sherreri.
That was a good shot, good opening there. This is what Bissett's going hard to the rim.
Bissett, afterburn is on. Thomas, off the backboard and nowhere near target.
I like the pass. I just don't like the shot by Thomas. No.
Dumont transition. And right now it's a one and done, and many missed shots from both teams in this minute sequence.
Yeah, it's new basketball, right? Like, go to the three-point line. I hate to say jack it up. They weren't great possessions.
And a miss poked away. Miguel can't get to it. And the big man sliding out. It'll be Champlain ball with the shot clock perhaps being adjusted to 14. And now coming back in the game will be Calixte.
That's great energy when you see your big man, 6'7", diving for the ball, getting an extra possession. You saw the bench was helping him back up. That just energizes you. You know, you got to get those 50-50 because right now they're still lethargic out there. Bravo, big jump shot.
And that was overcooked. Nowhere near it. He fluffed his shot, and this goes back to the Lynx. And again, you talk about the one and dones. The Cavaliers are 3 of 12 in the first quarter play, and right now not shooting the ball well at all in this second quarter play.
And what's promising for Champlain, like you said, they're not shooting the ball well, but they're only down by 4. So hopefully this quarter or the second half they start warming up. But they've left their game in the locker room.
This Cavalier team shooting 42%. Ooh. And 100% dunk from Doof as he twisted and turned, laid an autograph on the rim.
That's textbook what Diouf just did there. Got the ball, got great position, and just hammered it down, flushed it.
And right now, the Cavs have had no answer for Ali Doof. Here is Sherreri, 21 against 21. Sherreri. And the big man empty. Doof on the cleanup. Here come the Lynx the other way. Could they now start fizzing? Here they are from the 45. And Thompson the rebound.
They're lucky there. That's Calixte's shot there. Really lucky there. Let's see what Miguel could do now. Playing with the Schwery, going nowhere, no room.
Back out to Bissett. Here's his launch. And again, nowhere near accuracy on that.
Yeah, right now, they were 2 for 5 on threes. They just missed 3 threes right now. Coach Marshall.
This could be, as you say, danger time here for the Cavaliers. And with it are the Lynx on possession. Extra pass. Busquets now going behind the back byline. And he's fouled. And will go to the line. And Bravo not happy about that call going against them.
Yeah, that was he really manufactured that call right there, Patrick Volksovar there. Good move on his part.
And, you know, you look at him physically, he looks like a third-year player out there. Timeout called by the Cavaliers. 7:07 left here. And we're up by 6, but it feels like more from the flow of play. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert. Go up. What's that? Welcome back here to St. Lambert. It is Sean Oliver, MoCon on this Sunday afternoon. And so far for Édouard-Montpetit, it's been their own language, their own style, and they have been profiling on the court. It's been almost intoxicating ball and how they move the ball here and there. But so far, Champlain's very lucky, would you say, that they're only down by 6 to the visitors from Longueuil?
Yeah, they are lucky. They're very fortunate right now because it should be a bigger lead. It should be a 10-point lead right now for Edouard. We keep on saying that they're outplaying them. They're definitely outplaying. And what's contributed to that is what's the name? Champlain has left their shooting game at home right now. They're just not shooting the ball well.
Well, they are at home right now, but they've left it in St. Foy, it appears.
St. Foy, somewhere. They left it somewhere.
On the highway. And right now it's a new 14 for the Lynx. Doof. And he's strong with another hammer blow. And you talk about his ability, he has that huge roar in him to make those type of plays.
Yeah, that was a great play by Jeff. That was a smart play. They know how to use their big man. They're giving him the ball in great position to score.
Cleo Fat, tough shot, fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, it was a late call, but the right call there, Mo, on that play.
The passage of play for the Cavaliers has not been smooth at all. It's been rough, and they've hit some potholes, and those potholes are the Édouard-Montpetit Lynx.
Now, you know Montreal got potholes, deep, big potholes. Even South Shore got even bigger potholes there. But one thing they should, when Diouf is on the perimeter, they got to attack the rim, right, and go to him. Like, he wants a block shot. He's not the most physical person. He's pretty gifted, but you got to go to him. Got to go to his head. Sort of like what Dex did at Vanny versus
Dex was a one-man gang in that matchup here. And Ali Doof has been a one-man gang against the Cavaliers, and they've had no answer whatsoever. And you wonder, Christ Dogbo not being here, that energy verve that he brings could be lacking to the early high noon tip-off here.
Definitely, that energy that Chris would bring is something.
Back out. First time today is Hetu in the game. Busquets again. And the rebound to Bissett. Down by 7, and another giveaway by the Cavaliers. And away come the Lynx. And Doof fouled by Bissett. And there is no answers at all for the chief destroyer in Ali Doof in this game.
No, they know where their bread is buttered, and they're going to Diouf. But right there was an unforced turnover by Miguel right there. Like, it was way too fast, right?
And, Sean, we're now in the month of February officially, and
yes.
This is the business end of the season here, and these games are going to come in thick and fast for these teams, and the next 3 Fridays are going to be huge in shaping up who's going to finish at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth on the men's side of the bracket.
Definitely. And right now, like, looks like it's a role reversal. Looks like feels like Édouard should be the team that has a better record right now, but it's real. They're playing much better. They're outplaying them, and you can see it on the scoreboard. It's +9 right now. Let's see what Champlain can do. Can they run a set to get an efficient shot, a good shot?
Here's Bissett bouncing over, and he's fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2 free throws. It took a while for that to happen there, but he found the pocket of space and exploited that to his advantage.
Definitely, he got bumped off the perimeter. Ref allowed a little bit of the continuation, but the opposite ref had called a foul there. That's why there's 3 refs on the court.
And the first free throw confirmed for Bissett, who missed 18 months of action.
Yeah.
And now started to see real action in the second semester of games in this season here. And slowly starting to regain the form that he had when he first came into Champlain. And he reformed his body, looks a lot leaner, a lot quicker than before, being a first-year to a third-year player.
No, definitely. Now, the only thing that's missing right now, like he's getting to the rim, he's dribbling, it's a jump shot. He just the jump shot, that long bomb, he's missing that.
Extra pass at 2 now. Open 3 from the center arc. And Jesus skying up there over 2 white shirts, a new 14. Here he is on the reload. And that's off the iron. Doof with another rebound. Doof strong and in for 2. And that's point number 8 for the big man in this game.
They're having an issue covering Doof, and that makes sense. You know, 6'9", 6'10" player. It's really hard to cover, but they got a box out. They had that rebound and got it to Doof's hand. They're not cleaning up the defensive possession.
He is laying down a new marker every possession. Here's Lagarde back with it. Thomas. And Thomas has been MIA, and a turnover by him. And so far for the Cavaliers, their big hitters have been very non-existent, peripheral in this game.
Yeah, for that play didn't make much sense. I don't know where Thomas was going. He's trying to barrel in on the baseline. He's trying to tip you to the end line. It just didn't work.
5 minutes left in this first half of play. 9-point lead, biggest lead for Édouard in this matchup. The drive, looking, waiting, fumbling. And now Doof, he's been the supply line. Open space from the 45. And the rebound to Cleofats.
They got lucky. That was a wide open shot for Buscavan right there. Let's see what they can do here. Offensive down 9, Mo.
Thomas. Lagarde back with it. Hit 2 on him. 4:30 left in this first half of play.
Too much dribbling, Mo, here. They're late in the offensive set. 6 seconds left.
Bissett. Idea was there, but the execution was not. And a shot clock violation, and the basket, no. So a bit of confusion if that was a shot clock violation or not, and play on we go.
Felt like the ref called a change of possession. It felt like Édouard-Montpetit had the ball, so they had the possession. That's why they let it go, and it was a new shot clock. But once again, that wasn't a great shot. They were late in the shot clock. And finally got an air ball there.
Here's Buscavan again. Strong, fouled. And you just see that physical dimensions that he has. He has been brutalizing the Cavaliers' attacking defense in all shapes and forms.
Mo, sorry to interrupt you there, but it's tough covering Buscavan because he's a big guy, 6'5", broad shoulders, and he could dribble on the perimeter. So he's going downhill, and it's hard to take a charge on them. Do you really want to take a charge? And he's going to play physical. He can be more physical than you are.
And a timeout called here in this second quarter play. 28-19 lead for Édouard over Champlain. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert, Quebec. Welcome back here to Champlain. It is Sean Oliver. It is Mo Khan on this Sunday afternoon, and right now with less than 4 to go, a 9-point lead, and Buscavan at the line for the Lynx of Édouard-Montpetit. And he gets the first free throw confirmed. An Edouard team that's 2-10 right now, but they don't feel like they're playing 2-10. They feel like they're more of a 10-2 team, how they've been displaying themselves so far in this first half.
And this is a different team than early in this season. The front line is bigger, and players are playing with more confidence also, right? Everybody's in the right position right now.
Right now, Ali Duke leading the way with 11 points in this first half. Cleofat. Back out it comes, and here is Cleofat. Caught in 2 minds. Another turnover by the Cavaliers. That is number 4 for them. They hit about 22 a game.
But that's the play. That's the play. When you're playing the Twin Towers, you got to take them once one of them is on the perimeter, you got to try to take him to the rim and then get a paint touch and then pass it off to the corner and get an open shot.
Back over it comes. Here is Shamsi again for 3. And a rebound right to Connor Collins and a tug of war, jump ball arrow, and this should be Edouard ball with 3:24 left, or I believe now Cavalier ball, I beg your pardon.
Well, I think Champlain's going to live with Booksaman taking those 3. I'll give him the 3. It's when he starts putting the ball on the ground, getting to the rim, it's really hard to stop him. So play off of him. He hasn't hit any 3s, and just play hard on Cali. So now let's see what Legal and Ramel Thomas could do here.
Miguel. Here is Ronell Thomas. So far, a quiet day for him. No points. He's 0-3 from the field. 0-4 from the field. And here come the Lynx. They are blazing their way through. Afterburners on, in for the 2. A 4-point swing, courtesy of Kevin Bonilla Montoya.
And now you see like they're expanding early. They're plus 12. They're really taking it to Champlain right now. Big shot by Legal.
Missing a 3. And this is out of bounds with 2:44 left. And you just see the body expression, the smiles on the face of Édouard-Montpetit and the discontent and sullen look of the Cavaliers bench.
Yeah, it's gloom and doom on the bench right now for Champlain. Not a lot of energy. Well, also, there's no offensive spark. Unfortunately, the offense leads the defense. Coaches hate to hear that, but that's the reality.
Cleofat. Here's Shuari on the rebound. Miguel's 3. Another rebound for Doof, who is on his way to perhaps a double-double. He already has 7 rebounds and 11 points. He could get the double-double in this first half alone.
Yeah, he's on track. He's tracking on a double-double. But that front line is imposing, and it's forcing Champlain to shoot a lot of 3s. Unfortunately, right now, they're not making any of them. So it's really tough for them.
So Doof is going to have a respite, and back in the game is Sabakinga.
So Sabakinga is another tall player. So they keep that Twin Tower lineup on the
They have
on the
plenty
back
of
line.
length to work with.
Yeah.
That is for sure for Édouard-Montpetit. Here's Bonilla Montoya. KBM open from the flats. Well short. Rebound Collins.
Yeah, that was open shot for Chamsey there. Let's see if they can muster any type of ball. That's a layup.
Thomas with the Euro. And you have to think, had he gone first move then the Euro, he might have had the easy 2 than the free throws coming
But that's
up.
new basketball now, Mo. Like you're trying to do the Euro step, the D Wade, or more of Ginobili type of move, Euro step there. But like you said, had he gone straight up, he would have got that layup and an N1 right now. Now you got to get those 2 points at the free throw line.
To be a fly on the wall during those halftime team talks of both teams would be rather interesting how this plays out.
Oh yeah.
And Thomas really having an eyesore of the day here in terms of his shooting acumen. He's 0-4 from the field, 0-1 from the free throw line. Try and break the goose egg. And finally does. You talk about it now in terms of the overall effort. Shuari, Thomas, Bravo, the starting lineup, they have scored only 10 points in this game.
No, they're not going to win any games like that, and they're not playing well right now.
And that's in the air. This is what Thomas does well. He is a stealing machine, and he misses the 3. Second by the cherry is short. And here is Dumont back with it with 1:45 left in this first half. And Busquets fouled by Collins, and that will be team foul number 4 for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they got lucky there. Thomas got the steal, took the 3. He's playing with force. He's the only player that's really playing with force right now. He's trying to take it to Édouard-Montpetit, so you can't get really mad at them right there.
And with that, with 1:44 left, Edouard ball. And that ball is saved by Bonilla Montoya. And Buscavan was caught in two minds as this goes back to the Cavaliers, but can they punish them on this mistake? As back in the game is Shamsi for the Lynx.
So right now they have an advantage. Buscavan is on the bench. Diouf is on the bench. So maybe they should really think of going to Schwerer, trying to get a paint touch, and get a good shot here out here.
Daylight between Edouard and Champlain this first half. Miguel with it. Champlain has not found a field goal in the live action, and that's going to be a turnover by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Miguel he hooked there. They're just hard for them. They're just really difficult for them right now just to try to get a good offensive set. There was a hook on Noah's not playing well. Bravo's not playing well. There's not a lot of players on the starting unit that are playing well.
The last field goal for the Cavaliers came at the 9:43 mark. And right now they are trying to survive. They are enduring and trying to get through to halftime. Bonilla Montoya, 1:14 left in this first half. At 2-3, splash. And that summarizes the first half effort of Edouard compared to Champlain.
That puts a little cherry on the top, like, hey, plus 14. The way they're playing their offense right now, that feels like 48 points for Edouard.
Collins off the foot of Dumont, and this will remain Champlain ball with 53 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah, like a 14-point lead, the way that offensive, they've only scored 20 points. Like you said, they haven't scored, they're in a serious drought offensively, right?
Droughts are usually in the summertime with the heat, and right now it's very cold, and they've been very cold. Shueri against Sabakinga. The spin. Shueri short. Rebound. Dumont. 41 seconds left. Dumont surveying, looking for the passing lanes to work with. And that is going to send back to Longuet. And you see Loic not happy about that possession by his team. Timeout called by Dan Martin, and the Cavs will stay here, Sean. It's a 34-20 lead, and it could be a lot bigger.
Yeah, it should be a 20-point lead, definitely, for Édouard-Montpetit. And what's his name? Coach Loic knows that. He goes, hey, guys, if we were just a little bit sharper with the ball, like Patrick Buscavan had a turnover there. There's a turnover right there. Those are lost possession. And they're such in a funk right now, Champlain, that you want to, while they're down, you want to keep them down and push this up to 20.
What could be the tonic required for the Cavaliers?
Hey, just playing with more joy, sharing the ball. They're just lacking energy right now. It's like they're sleepwalking. Maybe it's the game time it started, but both teams had to play at the same time. There's no excuse. You're really late in the season. Like you said, February is like the show me month. So you should be really progressing, showing improvement every game, getting better, and try to excel when you get to the playoffs. But right now, it's really a disheartening beginning for the Cavaliers right here.
Of course, Champlain will be home to Momo on Friday. They'll travel to Dawson the following Friday and home to John Abbott. They'll close out the regular season. And we'll know by then if they'll be hosting a playing game. And if they were to lose this game, this would be a huge shot towards their aspirations of being a home team for a playoff game. Of course, if they do win out, there are a lot of games. They'll be in strong position to be a higher seed going towards Momo. And this will be a foul.
Bonus.
Shamsi will be called for the tickle on Bissett. 35.7 left in this first half.
Coach Luke is not happy about that one. He's like, this, a dead ball foul like that, barely touched him, and he called that one. He goes, hey.
And if there's a way for the Cavaliers to get back in this game, it will be the clock being at a pause and free throws being converted by the Cavs. So far today, they are 9 of 13 from the line.
Yeah, but I think more than just the free throws, they just got to play better. More as a team. There's just no energy on the court right now on there.
Chipping away. 35.7 left in this first half. Sabakinga. And Bissett was nearly Bambi on ice. 28 seconds left, and the Lynx are going to try to milk as much clock in this first half of possession. Bonilla Montoya again. That's ricocheted back out. Sabakinga, whistle. And this will be a foul called with 14.6 left. And Miguel, it appears, will be called for the infraction.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough call there. There was a tough call made on Edouard, and that was a tough call on Champlain there. That was a tough one.
It's been a tough day for Noah Miguel, his second personal foul late in this first half. And Sabikinga this season shooting 50% from the free throw line. Had 6 points against the Cavaliers first time around. Did not participate against Huntsick on Friday. And now a chance for the Cavaliers to come back. Last roll of the dice. Could they get this down to 11 or 10 points? 6 left in the game clock. Here's Miguel. Here is Bissett. Bissett still going. Tough shot. And at the end of 2, it's Edouard, 34, Champlain, 21. The road team showing regal in class. Cavaliers have work to do. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert. go. Welcome back here to Champlain St-Lambert. It is Sean Oliver and Mo Khan, and the biggest talking point in this game here, Sean, is Champlain is 4 of 28 from the field, and that is not a good number in any form of life.
And unfortunately, that's new basketball, right? This is how the players play, is that they need, if the ball doesn't go in, they don't give that effort offensively. They're lucky right now. Like, let's see how they start the second half right now. Big shot here, Diouf.
And a bigger shot from Diouf. Right place, wrong, right time. And Dan Martin wanted a timeout here, and they're going to continue forward. And the accelerator has not been stopped at all by Édouard-Montpetit, and Dan Martin is not happy at all. And here come the Lynx. Can they convert? Diouf going up, whistle, and a foul, and he will go to the line, and the jangling nerves is still evident for the Cavaliers. Timeout called by the Cavaliers, or a foul call, and now timeout indeed. So timeout here. We're less than 30 seconds in. Stay tuned from St-Lambert. All right, usually call a timeout when you're about 4 or 5 minutes of the quarter here, but Dan Martin calling a timeout less than 30 seconds in. A very disjointed team right now, Sean. You can just feel the frailties of this team, and right now the mental and physical awareness has been lacking against this Edouard team that has been flying out of the blocks.
You got to press the panic button, and Coach Martin saw that. Like, the team came out lethargic again, giving up a wide open three to Diouf. Diouf is he's the number one player on their team, so you can't give. You got to know where he is. You can't give him an open jump shot right there, and then they compounded that with a turnover. So now Diouf is back at the line. Now he's trying to get 5 points, like in the first 30 seconds.
Diouf already on 15 points, 5 to 6 shooting. And he misses his first free throw of this sequence. And here comes Bissett, and they're down by 17, but it feels like it's 34 by the way this game's unfolded. And deep into this afternoon, the Cavaliers have to figure out and pick the lock. They're not going to beat them on one basket. Can they chip away at this deficit? Here's Bravo, who's had a quiet, mundane first half. Bravo only 4 points in this game. Bravo for 3. It remains 4 for Bravo. Thomas strong. And another rebound for Diouf, who's been a vacuum cleaner of rebounds. And away come the Lynx. They got numbers flooding forward. At 2 coming in. Trailing. Diouf strong. Acrobatic. No foul call. We move on. And that ball is intercepted by Dumal on a pass from Chouari intended for Bravo. It lacked the mustard on the pass. And the Cavaliers back on their heels with 8:42 left in this third quarter of play.
Understatement to say that this is not the start that Champlain envisioned. Still lethargic, still always second to the ball. Can't win any 50-50s. Let's see if they can get a defensive stop here.
At 2, jumper. And that might be the worst possession for Edouard in this game.
Yeah, that might conversely might be the best defensive possession for Champlain, but at the same time, it's like they're playing like they don't know they're strangers on the court, like they haven't run an offensive set.
And taken away, the set incomplete. Boca Visson now from the 45. And the rebound right back to Noah Miguel. And it just feels that every pass that the Cavaliers throw is just lacking any speed. It's almost throwing that fastball at 80 miles per hour than 95 miles per hour.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's more than an off-speed pitch. They got lucky. Boca Visson took a 3, ill-advised. They didn't really need that right there, so maybe Champlain could get something out of this finally.
Chouari, he started off strong. He's been quiet. A lot of peripherals. Miguel, the fade. Not the best shot out there, but set with the rebound, new 14. Bravo's jumper. And that finally breaks the deadlock for them, and he comes up at the height of the powers.
Yeah, finally got an offensive rebound, got it to Bravo. Nice jump shot there, nice mid-range jump shot. Maybe that could spark them defensively.
Dumas, open 3. Diouf. And he is a one-man gang showing no mental fatigue. And he's a gem amongst the crown jewels of Édouard-Montpetit.
They're not boxing him out. They're not boxing out Diouf, and Diouf is just wrecking their defense. Nice take by Bravo right there. Left-handed, right-handed layup.
Champlain cannot be exchanging baskets with Edouard. They have to come up with stops, but right now there is nothing stopping this Lynx team.
I think they may have to go to zone where, like, Coach Moore likes to play zone. He may have to go to zone because there's just too many holes in the defense right now.
Pounding the pavement. Open. The 2-3. Thomas in the cleanup. And here's Bravo on the go. 6:43 left in this third quarter play. Shueri. Miguel against Dumont. Bravo scoring 4. Can't get 6.
Yeah, but that was a better offensive. They settled in there. They got a good shot. Now, let's see what we could do. Seems like they're gonna bring some off. Oh, big shot.
And that was close. Rebounded by Bissett. And away comes Renell Thomas with 6:15 left in this third quarter play. And that's given away. And here come the Lynx, 3-on-2. Dumont. Bocavasson tripped up. Dumont going up, and this will be a foul, and this will be free throws for Keyshawn Dumont, who brought that buccaneering element onto the court for that moment.
Yeah, Bocavasson was not happy there. He was running the lane, and he got tripped up, but there was a foul. So there was.
And now Dumont at the line. So far today, Sean, he has been calm and cool and collected. He scored 2 points, 3 rebounds. And even though he may not have the high stats, it's just his demeanor on the court just to facilitate has been his key element.
Yeah, that's his position. He's a point guard, natural point guard, so he's really stabilizing that position for them and let Calix and Lajoie do what they have to do on the perimeter. And to Simi, like Coach was saying, he's more of a combo than a point guard. They tried him last year as a point guard, but he's a combo.
And that's confirmed there in the added lead. They're up by 17. Remember, the last time they won was nearly 2 years ago.
Yep.
When they were bombing away threes and didn't look back. And if you remember last year on this court and what transpired between these two teams, Edouard had that huge lead, which Champlain came back to win when Edouard, I think, missed 18 free throws in that matchup, or 19 free throws. They ended up losing by 7 or 8 points.
Yep, I totally agree on that one. I remember that.
Bissett juking and jiving.
Using some Steve Nash right there behind or Wayne Gretzky behind the rim, behind the net.
Cleofat. Collins. Bissett. 4 left. Bissett strong. And in for 2. And now they're down by 15.
Maybe that could give them some energy. Now they're playing with some type of desperation. The goal for them is try to bring it down 10 points before the quarter ends.
And the quick hands from Thomas that goes out of bounds. Dumont. So they got 2 seconds to get this ball over midcourt.
Oh.
And Dumont is, that was very close. Being a shot backcourt violation.
There's 2 things that they missed, the travel and the 15-second count there.
Dumont, 4 left in the shot clock, switch of play. And ambitious shot, they'll play the advantage instead off the miss from Calix. Miguel's 3. Another missed 3 for the Cavaliers. They're now 2 of 10 from long range in this game.
I'm not sure that was the right shot right there. They had some momentum. They're playing good defense, but at least the bench is a little bit. There's more energy on the bench, and they're playing with some desperation now, Mo.
Lovely move by Dumont. Calix, Doof, well defended by Collins, and this will be a foul on who? And this will be a foul on Doof.
Yeah, Doof.
And the pantomime reaction from Loic Ringba and his team is a bit surprising on that call.
Yeah.
And with that, timeout called on the court. 4:49 left in this third quarter play. Champlain showing a bit of verve, but the Lynx still up by 15. Welcome back here, Sean Oliver, Mo Khan. Sean, right now it's been a better effort from the Cavaliers in terms of the energy levels picking up after that timeout 30 seconds in, but they still remain down by 15.
Yeah, but at least they're off the canvas right now. They've got their wits to them, and now it's time to get some buckets.
Cleofat back with it. Can he find a bucket or two? Had 7 points against St. Foy. And that is going to be a travel, and we go the other way. And that is a first-year learning lesson for the young man.
And that's what how Édouard-Montpetit is a little bit different now. Defensively, you got Boko Savan and you got Zioff. It's not easy to penetrate against those two bigs.
Now they're pressuring. Lagaro on the stolen ball. Champlain's got numbers, 3-on-2. Miguel, strong. Miguel, fouled, and one. He could be a firebrand. He came up with a fireball finish.
And that was a great defensive. They trapped it. Tucks me right there on the sideline. Great steal by Lagaro, and Noel just took it. Third-year player taking it to the rim.
And the third foul for La Joie. And with that, 13-point lead for the Lynx. 12-point lead for the Lynx. And so far, the Cavs have scored 9 to the 8 of Édouard. So not much inroads made yet for the Cavaliers, down by 12.
And now it's just basically, let's see what kind of poise that they have. Let's see what poise they have now, Édouard.
Back out open. Around the protractor it comes. Coming through, Shamsi, and that's his loose ball. And it remains Édouard ball with 5 left in the shot clock.
Yeah, but at least right now you see they're getting to the ball. They're getting to the 50-50s. They're going to bring in a point guard here.
And Dumas going to come back in to kind of settle the ruffling of the waters.
Yeah, they didn't have a natural point guard on. Tuxumi was trying to bring it up there. It's had some trouble. It's only 5 seconds on the shot. Can they get another defensive stop?
And there is a calamity of bodies. And this will be a foul on the Cavaliers. That's Noel Miguel's third personal foul. So what do you do for Dan Martin? Do you take him off to avoid a fourth?
No, you got to keep him. Third-year player, you let him play. He's gone through all the practices. He's played so much with them. He knows. Got to play smart. The thing that hurts the most right now is just that the shot clock gets reset back to 14. So they gives a chance back to Édouard-Montpetit to run their sets.
3 team fouls for the Cavs, 2 for the Lynx. Dumont. Here is La Joie. Doof, tough shot. Rebound, Édouard, and a jump ball arrow with Cleofat. It remains Édouard ball with 3:46 left in this third quarter play.
Even though this is the third possession for Édouard-Montpetit, Champlain is playing much better defensively. They're playing with more ferociousness right now on the court right now.
Bocavesson now back with it. He is a gem of a player. And you see why. And this will be a foul going the other way.
And you can see the difference now. People like willing to take the charge against Bocavesson. You know he wants to penetrate. He wants to come downhill. Someone got in front of him and took the charge. Miguel took the charge, and those are winning plays, Mo.
And now could the Cavaliers find a winning play on this possession?
But they're stacking them up right now. Like defensively, they're stacking up. They're getting a lot of good stuff. Ooh, almost a carry there.
Back up Thomas. Dumont on him. Here's Miguel. Watch closely by La Joie. This is another whistle going the other way.
Yeah, moving screen there. Moving screen.
And for Connor Collins, another foul for him, his second personal. As Miguel will go off, so they want to have him off and rest it up for the fourth quarter if they can get this down to single digits.
But the body language is better on the Champlain bench and its players there.
Dumont trapped again. Nowhere to go. Finding the outlet to La Joie. Or to Bonilla Montoya, beg your pardon. Here is La Joie. La Joie navigating. Dumont back with it. La Joie from the flats. Off the heel, rebound to Bell.
Well, that's great defense, scrambling all over the place. You can see Édouard is having some fits now, trying to get into the offense set. Now let's see what Champlain can do right here.
That's home sticking away. Collins back with it. Here is Cleofat, a very young lineup out there for the Cavaliers, and it shows its youth. And with is Dumont. Dumont trying to now get through. And it's off football, and this goes back to the Cavaliers. So really not the most patient flow of ball from Édouard in the last few minutes of play.
Definitely, the last 2 minutes, Edouard's kind of be off, discombobulated right now, but Champlain just can't score.
Cleo Fat, 2:25 left in this third quarter play. Bell. And he lost the handle, and when you see a big man like Doof with that type of telescopic arms, not the easiest to get around.
Yeah, but this lineup is like offensively challenged also. There's a lot of players on the court that haven't played together. It's not a lineup that we see really often, Mo, so can't expect too much offensively from them, but they're bringing that defensive punch.
Doof, big man move right there, and he has his rhythm again.
Yeah, and that stabilizes Édouard-Montpetit, right? They were going through a tough period in the last 2 minutes, and now they just go to the bread and butter Diouf. Let's see what Bessette could do. Take it.
Bessette, Lagarde, Cleo Fat, open, Bell for three. Rebound right back into the hands of Bonilla Montoya. And here is Dumont. And here's Bonilla Montoya again. That could have been a travel. It wasn't called. Dumont, 1:33 left in this third quarter play. 10 left in the shot clock for the Lynx. And this will go off of the Lynx, and this goes back to the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Dumont was saying, hey, that was a kick ball, but it was more on the thigh. It wasn't a kick ball there, so they're lucky right now, Édouard. It should be down by, it should be a little bit less than 14 points, right?
So Miguel's going to come back in, and Collins will go off. 1:26 left. Could the Cavaliers, at minimum, get this to single digits? That's going to be the key for them now, Sean.
That's the key, and also I see what's his name, Miguel, logging heavy minutes going forward right now, and they're going to have to bring back Bravo who had 3 fouls.
Thomas. Here is Bessette. Watched by Bocavesson. 1:13 left. Bessette's three. And that lacked the ingenuity required.
Yeah, it's not a great shot there. Not good possession right there for Champlain.
Interception. 3-on-1. Could the Cavaliers punish them? Miguel going. And that was clinical, and they're down by 12.
Yeah, they're giving up this game here right now, Édouard-Montpetit. The trap, they're having issues, Édouard-Montpetit, with the trap.
Lagarde has been the spark plug in this game. Traveling towards the end of the court here with 5 left on the clock. Édouard is stuck. Bocavesson. And the rebound to Bessette. 30 seconds left in this quarter play. Lagarde, here is. They want to go one shot here, perhaps. 4-second difference to the big and small clock. 18 ticks left on the game clock. 10 left on the shot clock. Here is Bessette. Bessette dancing, looking, kicking it out. Miguel. Miguel's three. Bullseye!
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. And should have been a foul on that one, Mo. What a shot.
And at the end of 3, a 9-point lead. And Champlain might be waking up from their slumber going towards the fourth quarter. Stay tuned from St-Lambert, Quebec. Welcome back here to St-Lambert. Sean Oliver, Mo Khan. The starting five for the Cavaliers, 8 of 34 in this game. Ali Doof with 19 points. And it will be... And it appears that there is a confusion at the table on who had the start of the ball. And it is Booker Fasson now back with it. And he stripped away, so it's all for naught, back to the Cavaliers.
All for naught, but ref was saying it was really not the right pass right there, not a good pass there. Got a great defensive possession. That was not a great decision by your third-year player, Romelu.
Is this nervous time for the Lynx or for the Cavaliers?
Say that again, Mo?
Is this nervous time for the Lynx or the Cavaliers? And Doof.
Nervous time more for the Lynx. It's more for the Lynx. Lynx are not playing well right now.
And we'll see now how this plays out for both teams in this game here. So, and this will be Champlain ball going the other way.
And what's the name? Ref clarified it's really red. It was red ball. It was the correct call. Now, can they bring this down, this lead? They have all the momentum right now, Champlain. It's just that they still haven't shot the ball really well.
Well, it's the art of defending for the Cavaliers that will be key for them in this game. And now we'll see what they can do on the offensive end. Thomas back out to Miguel. Patience to virtue. Can they pick the lock? And they got picked. And here comes the Lynx. This will be a foul on Thomas as he had the miscue, as Shamsi will be fouled on that play with 9:06 left.
At least he fouled it, and at least now they got to go against a set defense, right? So I like that call. I like that foul, and it's early in the quarter. You just have one team foul, right? So it's okay.
And with that, 9:06 left in this fourth quarter play. Edouard trying to get win number 3, which would be a bad news for Thetford and John Abbott. And here is Bissett. He gets around 1. Bissett going around 2. Around 3, in for 2, and the Cavs are down by 7.
That was a play. That's the old Bissett that they recruited out of NDL. You saw that play, Mo? Full court, got the steal, and went full court. Now let's see Legault having that defense. Ooh.
Jumper overcooked by Lajoie. And this might be a situation where Loic might call a timeout. Miguel, short. Bell denied. And well defended by Doof. And here comes Shamsi and the crew. And Bonilla Montoya is fouled by Bissett. And we'll go to the line for 2 free throws as Bravo about to come back in, and also hit 2 coming back in for the Lynx.
Doesn't make sense. That's what coaches get. They start losing their hair because it was inconsistent. Like Miguel penetrated, got to the rim, got hit in the face, and the same thing happened on the other side, and they called that foul. So it was a ticky-tack foul on that side. But for Édouard-Montpetit, they're happy. They're trying to stabilize themselves and get to the free throw line.
Bonilla Montoya, beg your pardon, on 3 points, 1 of 1 from the line. This is an Edouard team that's now 13 of 17 from the line. The Cavaliers are also 12-16 from the line. And this is a violation, and we have a redo coming up.
Yeah, that just can't happen this late in the game here. That just can't happen so late in the game. So there was a violation. Luckily for Bonilla Montoya, that was an air ball, right?
And that is in, and now we back over towards a 9-point lead for the Lynx of Édouard-Montpetit.
Those are points they just can't give up there.
Here's Bravo. Jab step. Bravo losing the handle. Bravo with it, and there's a hook, and there's a foul, and this will be called on Edouard.
Yeah, there was a lot of hand check. Before the hook, there was a hand check there by Hitsu. Hitsu was like playing tough defense, but it was like illegal defense. That was like more like that 1990 defense, you know, that John Stark and Ron Harper. What's his name? Harper from the Knicks.
Derek Harper.
Derek Harper. That's the Harper I was looking for.
Yeah, Ron Harper was much better than Derek Harper.
Yeah, the Bulls.
Miguel, and he was in a tightrope, and he slipped. And you can see Dan Martin giving some words of wisdom.
Yeah, you just tell Miguel, like, hey, you got to move the ball right now. You're just hogging the ball right there.
And back out it comes. Shamsi back with it. Around the protractor goes. Shamsi again. Shamsi strong. Shamsi in for 2. And that was a big one for the Lynx.
Definitely Shamsi there. He's scoring guard, your combo guard. Great duck in. Got his hoop there.
Bissett. You can see now the urgency picking up for the Cavaliers. Switch of play. Bravo. Hop step, looking. That's a tough shot. And Bell, arrow pointing towards where? And this will be going towards Champlain, it appears. 7:20 left in this quarter of play, and subs coming in as Collins come in for Bell. And then we talked about it earlier, Sean. The missing piece of Dogbo not being out there, the energizer for this offensive defense.
It really hurts them right there. It really helps them. Well, you're right. Back up to 11. Big shot here. Can he hit it for once? Ooh, just can't get that long-range shot.
Plenty of adventure on that one, but no success at the end of that adventure trip.
This is a big defensive spot for Champlain. If they go back up to 13, it's going to shake the confidence of Champlain right now.
Quick hands from Bravo out of bounds. 9 left on the shot clock, south of 7. And now they're bringing Sabakinga in the game. And Doof will go off. They'll give him a respite to get him fresh legs for the final whatever time he plays. Bonilla Montoya. 5 left in the shot clock. Sabakinga. And that is going to be back to the Cavaliers. Champlain has to come up with a plethora of points without reply. Cleofat will start the drive.
Yeah, that's a good take by Cleofat right there. Yeah, that rookie player going all the way.
Much to consider with these two teams right now. No luxury for either side, but right now the Cavs trying to get back into that position of making it a little bit more nip and tuck. Twitchy moments for the Cavs and the Édouard-Montpetit Lynx. Bocavasson, stolen ball. Collins. And there is a slide, and we're going the other way. You just feel the anxious nerves from both teams just trying to be a little bit more active with the ball in hand.
Yeah, but it's more nerves on, on Edouard's side. They're not really playing really well. They're not battling the ball, and they're getting late in the shot clock. Yes, Champlain's playing at a frenetic pace right now. They know the sense of urgency, their desperation right now. 3-man weave on top here.
Bissett. 6 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Bissett dancing his way through, still dancing his way against Bonilla Montoya. Iran Sabakinga in for 2, using the geometry with the flair and attacking ability.
Bissett is playing without desperation. He's the only one that's not one of the. He's one of the players playing with desperation. You don't like that how he's dribbling that much. Trap.
Cul-de-sac. Sabakinga, Bonilla Montoya. They'll calm it down.
So only 10 seconds left on the shot clock right here.
Lovely move by Hitu. The jumper. Thomas in the cleanup.
What a rebound by Thomas now. Can he capitalize here on a score?
There is Cleofat. Heartbeat pounding the back of the rib cage. Collins from the flats. And the rebound right to Bonilla Montoya.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give it back to Bissett right now. He had the hot hand right there.
And the Cavaliers trying to keep them at bay for the Lynx. The turn, the switch. Hitu back on the byline, out of bounds, remains Edouard Ball, 8 left in the shot clock. 5:07 left as Doof will come back in with Dumont. So the D&D duo will be back in, and they have been prominent and they have been effective at both ends of the court.
Oh, no, definitely not. But now they got their stabilizer. Diouf is back on the court for the last 5 minutes. 8 seconds on the shot clock, Mo.
Dumont. 5 left in the shot clock for the Cavaliers and Lynx. 2 left. Doof at the death. Rebound, Cleofat.
Oh, that was a good defensive possession right there. Can they score now? Bring it down to 5 or 4.
Bissett wants it. He wants to be the quarterback now. Can he find the killer pass?
Yeah, but they're shading him there, right?
Doof on him, big on small.
Get up.
And Bravo, big on that, and they're down by 5.
Down by 5. Surprised Coach Luke hasn't called a timeout right now because his team's kind of discombobulated right now. They're really playing frantically, not running anything. Look, they're just running with their heads, chicken cut with their heads cut off, right?
Never a dull day. And Dumont with a finish
that was
to
good.
Put them back up by 7.
They lifted everybody up, and Dumont was able to just play hide and go seek and get a nice little layup right now.
He was able to seek the net on that finish. And now the Cavaliers are down by 7. Miguel pirouetting. Miguel, tough shot, repelled away by Doof. Could this be the moment now for the Lynx? Will Dan Martin call a timeout if they score? Switch of play. Add to the flats, the 3. And the rebound right back to Miguel.
Yeah, they dodged the bullet right there. They dodged the bullet there. Let's see what Champlain could do. They only got 4 minutes. They got to be pretty efficient in the last 4 minutes right now.
Cleofat. Rebound, Collins. Collins, Dumont, jump ball. And we go the other way, 3:41 left in this fourth quarter play. And the Cavaliers have gone a little bit cold in the last couple of possessions.
FIBA basketball is kind of tough, man. FIBA, you like to have a TV timeout, but right now no timeouts. It's got to go. This 3:41 is going to go really fast. Still a 7-point lead there, Mo.
Game still hanging in the balance. But right now the Lynx are trying to put this game away to get win number 3. And this is going to be a violation. Or the shot clock, I beg your pardon, was not evaporating, so they have to correct the shot clock here.
I think the ref had the call. He was counting it himself.
So this table will be on the front side of the court, so they avoid the potential scenario of a backcourt violation.
Yeah, so it was, shot clock wasn't moving, but however, the ref was counting it manually himself. He says that they did cross in time. So there's 17 seconds on the shot clock here. This is a big possession here.
Edouard's three-point shooting has fizzled out. Can they find it now, late in this game, in the dying embers of this matchup? Dumont. Poked up in the air. Interception, Miguel. And Miguel is going to be called for a travel. Or will this be a foul on Bonilla Montoya? And you can see the smile on his face that he's surprised by that call against him.
Yeah, he was just saying to his teammate, hey, be careful there. Be careful, you're in my way. So now they got to run. This is the last. They got to be real. They got to almost score every possession going forward here, Mo. You're down 7.
Here is Bravo back with it. 3:20 left in this ball game.
Now there's a mismatch here. Take him.
Bissett, Doof. Bissett loses that to Doof.
Felt like he touched the rim there. That could have been defensive goaltending, touching the rim like that, touching the net.
3 minutes left in this game. Time is running out on the Cavaliers. Here's Doof. Bonilla Montoya. The drive-by. And for 2. And that could be the dagger in the hearts of the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that was a good take by Montoya there. A great take by him.
Bravo thought about it. He goes to option B. Thomas in the teeth. Thomas again. He's fouled, and that's one way to stop the clock and potentially get free throws out of it. But right now the Cavaliers, their backs are against the wall and their knees are wobbly on the ropes.
Yeah, right now that was a great take by Montoya to put them up 9. Now let's see what Rommel could get. Thomas can get at the free throw line. But right now it's gonna have to be helter skelter for Champlain. They gotta get a lot of stops and be very efficient offensively.
And the free throw confirmed by Thomas to get this down to 8. Could the Lynx reach the summit of victory here in the South Shore over the rivals? Confirmed to a 7-point lead, 2:36 left. Realistically speaking here, Sean, we got how many more possessions overall? 6, maybe?
Yeah, maybe 6, 7 possessions left. But more importantly, they got to play better. They got to play defense there.
Bocavasson, Doof, fouled. And when you get Bocavasson, Doof controlling the narrative in the paint, it is bad news for the opponents.
It's tough. A 5-4, the 4 and the 5. You got your power 4 with your center.
And now here's Doof to add an insurance policy. And this could be the biggest policy to the Lynx playoff hopes if he hits his free throw to put them up by 9.
The Lynx are going to make the playoffs. They're playing really well, and they got a different lineup. The second half players are showing up.
So it remains 8. Still a 3-score lead for the Lynx. Bissett in for 2, and it gets this down to 6.
That's coast to coast. That's what he knows. There's a mismatch right now. They're playing 4 smalls, 5 smalls on the court.
And now the pressure picks up for the Cavaliers. Dumont. Pressure again. Dumont breaks through it. Bonilla Montoya. Rebound Bravo with 1:52 left in this ball game.
They got the stop here in the last 2 minutes here. Every score, the clock is going to stop.
Bravo's 3.
Big shot.
And the rebound right there to Dumont.
That's the shot that you want. Bravo is the type of guy who
Doof has it now. Bocavasson. Up and no foul called. Rebound right to Thomas. And it finds an open space. Shamsi with it. Back up to Dumont. And now they want to kill clock and really squeeze this game. Dumont Dumont, nothing yet. And here is Thomas the other way.
3-on-2, 3-on-2.
Thomas fouled, and we'll go to the line for free throws. We talk about the clock stopping here with 1:16 left. Could Rennell Thomas get this down to a 2-score lead?
Hey, make sure everyone's matched up.
Yeah, so that was
Real baptism by fire for the Cavaliers here, Sean.
And Loke wasn't happy with his point guard. Like, he goes like this, that wasn't a great decision. You know, like, you're up by 6. Take the ball out, bring it out, give it to one of the 2 big men. Diouf is rolling. Boca Savant is like a bull in he's just going downhill. Give him the ball.
And there's Thomas at the line. Now down to a 5-point lead still. They'd rather have this to be a 4-point gap than a 5-point gap due to the formula of what they would have to do to chase 5 points. Champlain in the bonus. And now a Tessa Fiber for Rennell Thomas. Four-point lead, timeout call. Stay tuned. 1:16 left. Édouard 53, Champlain 49 from St-Lambert, Quebec. Welcome back here to St-Lambert. Sean Oliver, Mo Khan, and this game has been rooted. It's never a dull day when Édouard plays Champlain, whether it's there or here. And right now the Cavs are chasing this game. Édouard clinging to a 4-point lead.
So they advanced the ball on the same side, 14 seconds. He didn't really trust his defense. He's really to trust his offense to bring up the ball. So he's really take off that 10 seconds. So it's more possessions in the game. Let's see what Diouf will.
This is the biggest possession now for Édouard.
5-second count, babe.
Boca Vasson.
Travel.
And he's called for the walk, and we go the other way.
Yeah, that wasn't. Boca Vasson has to know better. Like, you can't just do a pivot like that.
And with that, only 3 seconds elapsed from that.
Yep.
So the Cavaliers now, this is their biggest possession of their season. And here is Bissett. Doof on him.
Take him, space out, take him.
The box office names going at it today. The pirouette. Bissett bouncing through, in for 2, and they're down by 2.
Oh, that was a move. Bissett's in his bag right now. Did you see that spin move there? Oh, another steal maybe? Might got an 8-second count.
Boca Vasson will get it over midcourt. And here he goes gliding, and he lost the handle. And this is going to be Champlain ball. Timeout call by Dan Martin with 48.9 left. And now this game has taken a turn, and this is not the turn that Édouard wanted. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert. Édouard 53, Champlain 51. Welcome back here to Champlain. It is 53 for Édouard, 51 for Champlain. And the composure has to be now a cucumber for both teams trying to win this game here.
Yeah, but right now they're really Lennox. What's it not Lennox? Well, Édouard is not playing well. Like, they're not even trying to score. They're just trying to air out the clock.
So 48.9 left in this game. Champlain ball. Will they go for the 2 or will they go for maybe the lead?
No. You got to go for the 2 here, Mo. Like, whatever is the best shot available, go for it.
Bissett, he's been the best shot. Lagarde, watched by Doof.
Get it back to Bissett, man. He's been on fire. Give it back to Bissett.
10 left in the
That's a
shot
layup.
clock.
That's a layup.
Lagarde, Miguel's 3, that's short. Rebound, and that is saved right back to Edouard. 25 seconds left in this game. They'll play it out now.
No, they got to foul them now. They got to foul them. They don't got time. No, that wasn't a travel.
Back out it comes.
They got to foul. There's no foul.
And now they foul. And for Noah Miguel, that shot was not the most high percentage opportunity. And now for Loic Ringbud, this is a foul to give for the Cavaliers with 13.8 left. When you think about it, Sean, Nick Shorey did not play any seconds in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they played better without him. Not because this was not the matchup for him, right? They were better with going with 5 guards on the court and just trying to speed dribble. Foul him.
And they will foul them indeed.
So then, let's play this out. Like, I think that's 5 teams foul.
So Bissett, I believe, is done for the day, which he is. And Hatu is at the line, and he is a 66% free throw shooter. So at minimum, they would love for him to miss both.
He's off. That's off.
And he missed one. So the Cavaliers are going to be given a potential lifeline here. And we'll see now what happens.
The tricky thing here in FIBA ball, if he misses it, now you don't have a timeout. You got to bring it all up here. So you're better off if he misses it. See, they're lucky there.
So now the course of action is a 3-pointer, perhaps, for the Cavaliers to tie this game up and maybe force overtime, which will delay the afternoon plans for you and I.
Yeah, but I think they have to. They have to shoot a 3 because they have no more timeouts. So get your best 3-point offense play, because you have no more timeouts and you got to foul them right away. If you go for a 2, you're not gonna have enough time to foul the player, get to the free throw line, and then go coast to coast to score there. So logic says go for a 3 right now. Champlain
shooting 25% from 3. Their best effort was against Momo at 37%. And looking at the 3-point shooters available to them, again, Jean-Nicolas Bissett not available. He's out for the game due to the foul issues. Connor Collins, 50% for the year. Ben Bravo is 37%. You look at Ronell Thomas, he's 30%. Cleo Fat's only 11%. Alex Schreier has not played second. He's 50%. Lagarde is 24%. And remember, Lagarde opened up the 3-point account for the Cavaliers in the first quarter. So they got to find the best shot or go with your hot hand.
I'm running this play for Bravo or Miguel. Bravo's hit big shots like that. Lagarde's been playing well, but this play has to be for try to get a paint touch and try to get Bravo or Miguel to score.
And now it's going to be Ronell Thomas on the inbound. 12 seconds left in this game. Bravo for the tie. Short. Rebound. Bell. And that's taken away by Edouard. And now the fight for it. The jump ball arrow pointing towards where? Champlain ball. 4.6 left.
They don't have a timeout. They don't have a timeout. They need a 3-point shot here. If you're Edouard, do you foul them before? Same play. Here he goes. Elevation.
Bravo. Time. And that is a moment of chaos to a moment of redemption, Sean.
What a shot. What a shot, Mo. What a shot. He elevated. You called it, Mo. That 3 in the corner. Yo, we've been getting some exciting games. Dex with the dunk on Vanny Dawson. And that 3-point shot, when you thought this game was over, Champlain was left for dead. And somehow they were able to find a way to tie this game up. But this game is not done yet, Mo. There's still maybe a second left.
And this game is taking another twist and turn here. And you talk about it right now, it's a moment of chaos for who? And it feels like for Édouard-Montpetit, this game kind of got away from them. You think about it now, Sean. Coming into this fourth quarter, Champlain has scored a meager 9 points to the 10 of Édouard-Montpetit.
No, more than that.
Sorry, big pardon. They scored 19 points to the 10 of Edouard. Misread my mathematical number here. But now for the Cavaliers, can they hold serve and not give Édouard a chance at a quality shot to maybe win it at the death?
There's 2 seconds left. One thing, make sure that DF doesn't touch the ball. If you got to front them, and make them do a lob pass. No fouls on the play. Just play good defense. You have a shorter team on the court right now, so you got Boxavan. Let him shoot the threes, but don't let DF get that shot off. The play has to be. It seems it's going to be DF. All the orders, but don't forget La Voix, La Joie. So this is a watch DF. Don't foul him.
Here's a chance now for Édouard for the win. At the death, we go to overtime. Stay tuned here, 54-54 from St-Lambert, Quebec. Welcome back here to St. Lambert's. And it's Sean Oliver, it is Mo Khan. It's quite the festive move we had here. And now it is a 54-54 game, and momentum favors who, Sean?
Definitely favors a team that just came back. That's this year's Champlain Cavaliers. The only thing that's oint in their wound here is that Bessette's not playing, right? He spearheaded this lead here, this comeback, sorry.
And that they reset the clock here. It's not 4:57 left.
Bonus, both sides. It's going to be tough. Even though Champlain has all the momentum, they don't have Bessette.
And now back with it. And here is the post play coming through again. Here's the three. And the rebound right back to Édouard, new 14 to work with. Bonilla Montoya caught in 2 minds. And you think about it now, Sean, the last basket that they had scored, Édouard, was with 51 seconds left in the game. But remember, Bonilla Montoya put them up by 9 with about 2:56 left, and now here we are in overtime.
Did Édouard lead this game? They almost led the game.
Wire to wire, they led.
Wire to wire, eh?
Wire to wire, they led. So there's been 0 lead changes. And now for the Cavaliers, here is the 3, and there's the tie still in place for Édouard and Champlain.
A nice shot by Cleopat there. But they got to give it to, if I'm Édouard, you got to give it to Diouf. Diouf hasn't touched the ball in a long time.
Back out. The jumper for 16. The rebound right back to Cleopat, jump ball arrow, and this should be Édouard. No, Champlain ball instead.
Champlain ball. There's Édouard started with the ball with the 5-minute mark there, but they're not shooting well anymore, Édouard. And Diouf is not touching the ball.
And here is Miguel. Splitting through, bamboozling his way through for 2, and they're up by 2 for the first time today.
That's the take, the first lead of the game. Once you lift up Diouf, you got to go penetrate. There's nobody on the back line to block your shot.
And now with it again is Shamsi. Work to do for Édouard. 3:48 left in this game. 5 left in the shot clock. Doof! And he hammer blows his way over Miguel for the hammer.
Yeah, you saw that. That was a hammer there. That was finally getting it back to Diouf. He's their stabilizer.
Cleopat. Option B instead. Thomas back with it. Cleopat for the lead. Splash!
No, he's coming of age. He's coming of age, Cleopat there. Getting some good minutes. replacing Bissett. Got big 3 in the court. That's 5 on. That's 5 for now, I think, for Cleofat.
And now back over it comes. Champlain feeling the verve. Plenty of guile left in this game. Doof, triple team, quadruple team, wide open 3. They defer. Here is the 3. There's the miss, and there's the rebound.
Ooh.
And Bravo, very lucky. You almost got caught for double dribble.
Yeah, he almost got caught there now. All the momentum now is they're up 3. All the momentum is on Champlain's way.
Lagarde denied by Doof.
That wasn't a shot right there. Give it back to Cleofat. He had the hot hand.
A fraction off on that shot.
But it got blocked by Diouf there.
Well, Doof's a very long man. The 2 now back with it. Up and over. And this is out of bounds. Remains Edouard ball. 8 left in the shot clock. 2:29 left. And we think about it now, Sean, in terms of the overall effort of the Lynx. Points are at a premium, the weight of gold, and right now they have not found their way through.
Yeah.
Dumont. Bonilla Montoya. Here's the 3 in the tie. Bullseye! We're back to parity with 2:18 left.
Wow, that was a big shot by Tatsami there. Now we're back. We're back. It's a tied game, back and forth. What more could you want on Sunday?
Thomas back with it. Lagarde's 3, part 2. And that takes a fraction off, and now a chance for Edouard to take the lead again. Dumont's 3. The rebound for Miguel.
They missed it. They dodged the boil here. They gotta take somebody, whoever Diouf has, you have to take him off the dribble. Put him on the perimeter. It's a 5 of offense. Here's a pick and
90 seconds left in this ball game. Bravo tied it up.
Oh!
Got denied by Doof again.
Good defensive stop by Diouf right there, man. You thought Bravo had that layup.
And back out it comes.
Next time he's gonna take him. He's gonna take him.
For the lead. Short rebound again for Bravo. Back out to Miguel. 1:10 left in this ball game.
It's back and forth. Nobody's scoring. Take him off the dribble.
Miguel for the lead.
Oh!
And now with a minute left, 3-point lead for Champlain. What do they have in the bag of tricks here for Edouard? Back over it comes. Calix, Doof, spinning. And that's an easy 2. They're down by 1 with 46 seconds left in this ball
He had the
game.
height advantage there on Bravo. Now what's the offense here? Noah's feeling good. That was a big 3 on him. Space.
And they're going to put the tallest defender on the hottest hand in Noah Miguel. Miguel, Doof, eyeball to eyeball. Dancing to the left, going to the right. 8 left in the shot clock. Overload now. Here's Thomas. Here's Miguel. Drive by. Miguel spinning at the death. Short. Up in the air. And the rebound right back to Doof. 18 seconds left. A chance for Edouard to win this game. Here they come. Shamsi stopping. And he is going to be fouled and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's... Wow. Wow, but at least they have a timeout. Even if they hit both shots, it's a 1-point lead. And they could call a timeout and go over.
And if you want someone to go to the line, it's Shamsi. He's only 42% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
So the biggest free throw here for Shamsi to get this back to a tie game. So at minimum, it could be a tie game.
Yeah, at minimum, a tie game, call a timeout and advance the ball.
The biggest box down now for the Cavaliers is coming up here. And we're tied. So Champlain will have a chance to win this game at the death with 13 seconds left. And this is deja vu from the Sunday afternoon from late November with Brave Bluff and Champlain that went to triple overtime.
I was thinking the same thing, Mo. Great minds think alike. I was thinking that triple overtime that they had. Can that be the case? So he's going to advance the ball. I'm not sure what side. And then you're going to go for that last shot. You got 14 seconds left on the clock. Let's go. This is Miguel. Like Miguel felt like he got fouled. He got clipped towards the end. But basketball gods may allow them to win this game. This could be a great escape, Mo.
The stage is set now for both these teams. And with this game tied up at 62 apiece, there could be double overtime. But right now, who could be the Mr. Reliable in this situation for the Cavaliers?
I'm going Bravo.
You go Bravo.
I'm going Bravo again here.
I think for Dan Martin, he wants anyone that's in a white uniform to get the winning basket. And for Loic Remba, he wants us to go to double overtime.
Definitely wants to go into double overtime. But I think the mismatch starts with whoever Diouf is covering. If Diouf, I would start with that, and then after try to get Bravo a big shot. He could elevate, and none of those guys are tall. The rest of the guys on the court are not as tall as Bravo.
And now it is a chance here.
So Cleofet has the matchup versus Diouf.
And they would keep him away from the net. And here's Bravo, watched by 2. 10 seconds left. Bravo kicking it back out to Thomas with 6 seconds left in this game. Will it be Ronell Thomas? Will it be Bravo at the death? And we're going to double overtime. Double OT, we're at 62 apiece. Stay tuned here from St. Lambert, Champlain 62, Edouard 62 from the South Shore. Welcome back here to St. Lambert. It is Sean Oliver, Mo Khan, and right now we are going to double overtime. And for the Cavaliers, they now have 3 players at 13 points or more. Duke with 24 for the Lynx. And now we're underway here in this double overtime. Dumont. And this will be a foul on Legal, and he will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That's good offense. That's good offense there. Dumont just uses the screen from Dumont at the top of the key and just did a little. He cut right in front of the defender Legal's face. Now he goes to the free throw line. Let's see if he can capitalize and get those 2 free throws.
Well, he's 4-4 today. He's been Mr. Perfect from the line for the Lynx. And you see why.
Yep.
A 1-point lead for the Lynx. Second attempt for Keyshawn Dumont. Up by 2, so Champlain chasing this game in red ink. Bravo back with it. Again, Champlain 0-1 in overtime, and Cleofat caught in 2 minds.
He had him though. He had him with the jab there. It's just like footwork. His footwork. He had him with the jab. The refs are not being consistent with that because there's a lot of traveling happening there, but they just didn't call it, and he got caught there, Cleofat.
And back out it comes. A quick pass from Miguel. Miguel, 1 man to beat. Duke trailing him. Miguel strong. Tie game.
Good take by Miguel there. Jumped the passing lane and out quicked, what's his name, Diouf.
And now it is Keyshawn Dumont with 4:18 left in this ball game. Perhaps. Another whistle. I think the clock.
Seems like they're going to call a double foul. Oh. They called a double foul on Diouf.
And Miguel is done. It appears no Miguel is done, so he is done, and that's a huge loss for the Cavaliers, and the Lynx will take that trade off in a heartbeat. So Miguel, Bissett done, and now the Cavaliers are down to their last fumes of the game in terms of the body availability. Back out it comes. Here is Bonilla Montoya. He's feeling it. and couldn't get to it. The rebound again, Collins with it through his legs. Dumont back to Doof, a new 14 from the center arc. Too strong, rebound, a new 14 again for Bonilla Montoya. South of 4 in this game. You feel like Edouard started to regain a handle in this matchup. Backdoor, byline, and the lead. Shamsi.
Shamsi took it to the rim there. Shamsi took it to the rim.
Cleofat, who will be the outlet of points now for the Cavaliers? Ronell Thomas might be the guy. And this is going the other way. Cleofat with the elbow. So Miguel is out.
Bissett's out.
And Bravo is the one guy who can get points here. Bissett's out. Schwery has not played in a very long time. And now the Cavaliers might be down to their last rights.
So
Shamsi.
Now you see Edouard's having like, they're running their sets now. They're feeling more confident. They got back their energy. Can they get back the momentum? Let's see what Bonilla can do here. Oh!
Stolen. Cleofat. Can he make up for his error? And here is Lagal. Here is Cleofat. Down low. Thomas. Backdoor. One pass too many. Was that last touch by the Cavaliers? No, it is going back to Edouard instead.
They're saying that they felt like there was a tip there, but ref on that side said there was no tip. So a missed possession right there. It's going to be big here. They go up 4 right now. It could be big, but you never know. Champlain, they always try to come back.
And Dumont is fouled by Lagal.
And that's the wrong guy to foul. Dumont is a good free throw shooter, so he's going to get 2 shots here.
And now Dumont at the line. He is now 6 of 6, south of 3. And he's now 7 of 7 from the line. And Edouard now in the pole position. Up by 3. Make it 4.
Yeah. Dumont hit some big shots there. The transfer from Mahunsik, hit some big shots for them, stabilize them. Let's see now what they can do. But, you know, Champlain's depleted right now. They don't got the set. They don't got Miguel. What are they going to run, Mo?
Yeah, right now the options on the bench are all first-year guys. Lagal, Bell, Cleofat. And Collins is not really known for his points production, but now it might be Ben Bravo's time. The second-year player might have to become the leader, and he's being buzzed. And he got buzzed and he got fouled. And 2 shots coming up here for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, like A2 saying, "What did I do?" But he was in his grill. He was in his grill. Got a lot of hand checking. Sooner or later, we're gonna call it.
Etude with the foul, 4th personal foul, and now here's Ben Bravo. Could he get this down to a 1-score lead? And he gets this down to a 3-point lead. Two-point lead. 2:42 left in this double overtime.
Tuxemi, like, I think he's going to be the key for them. Him, Dumont. Of course, you got Zioff, but okay, there's a trap here.
Dumont. So both teams going with a very small lineup, minus Doof.
They got to help here. That's
and
a dunk.
Doof is in for the hammer. Oh, and this is thinking about Hitu. Well read by him. They kill off more seconds here with 2:15 left.
4-point lead here. They're gonna give it back to Zioff down low.
2-score lead. Could he get this a 3-score lead? Lagal boxing his way through, chesting him out. Hitu in. Well read by Thomas. And kept alive. And here is a new shot clock and the violation.
No, it was they reset the shot clock there. It was like only 6 seconds left. But there wasn't a change of possession.
There was no clean possession here, and now what will be the conversation to be had with the referees?
I think Edouard still has the ball with maybe 7 seconds left because there wasn't a change of possession.
So 2 seconds left because it was not a clean, stable possession. So this does not benefit Édouard-Montpetit at all.
No.
Two seconds left on the clock, 1:56 left on the game clock. Shamsi the inbounder. Bonilla Montoya. And that is Champlain ball, another lifeline given to the Cavaliers.
A lifeline here for, like you said, a lifeline for Champlain. Let's see what they can do. It's a unit that hasn't been on the court really often here. What can Ramel do? What can Cleopat do? Now we need to give it back to Bravo. Layup here.
Cleofat. Rebound, and Cleofat is going to have a jump ball, and the arrow pointing towards who? And this will be Champlain ball, or Edouard ball now.
No,
Or
Champlain's
now.
ball. Champlain's ball. I think it's Champlain's.
Yeah, Edouard thought they had the ball, but now with 1:42 left, they have dried up for the scoring supply lines here, Sean.
Yeah, because not a lot of scoring on the court, right? I mean, scoring with experience besides Bravo and Ramel. Here's a shot here.
Bravo's catch and shoot. You have to think he might be getting leggy now.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the Cavaliers' second game in less than 48 hours with a 3-hour bus travel back. Going with 2 a.m. Saturday. Hetsu going in. And they want to kill seconds more than go for the basket.
Heady play by Itsu. Could look like he had a layup, but he said, no, let's bring it out. Let's run 24 seconds. I think he's going to post him up here. He's going to keep him. He's going to keep it.
Doof. Rebound. Cleofat. 1:14 left. 4-point lead. Kick out. Lagarde. Tough shot. Tougher finish. And the Cavaliers might be running out of gas now, Sean.
Yeah, like rookies are taking shots. Defense is not the greatest. Diouf. Good pick by Diouf. Kick it out. 14 seconds.
Dumont. And now they want to kill seconds here. This is now the shot presented for Doof. And that could be the kill shot with 44 seconds left in this ball game. And with that, 44 seconds left. And Champlain is going to be down to the last rolls of the dice. This modern vernacular of a rivalry has taken it to another chapter. And the Lynx are now 40 seconds away from win number 3. Cleofat.
Big shot.
Down to a 4-point lead.
No fouls right here.
Dumont. Hetsu. 1 man to beat. And now it's back out to Shamsi. 25 left on the game clock. Bonilla Montoya. Shamsi. 8 left. Shamsi. Shamsi. Still Shamsi. Hetsu at the death. Rebound Thomas. 12 seconds left in this game. Champlain's got to go. Bravo for 3. And that will be it. Cleofat. And that is going to be down to 2.1. And they're going to foul with. And this should be a foul call with 0.7 left.
Did they call a timeout? Does Champlain still have a timeout?
So 2 free throws here. So 0.7 left.
1.7, I think he's going to. 0.7?
1.7 left.
Yeah, 1.7.
But again, if the Cavaliers, I'm not sure if they have a timeout left or not.
Do they have a timeout left?
And with that, here is a chance for Shamsi, who's not the best free throw shooter on this team. And the Cavaliers still have a chance.
They still have a chance, but if I'm Shamsi, luck or not, just hit the ball, hit the rim. They can't call their timeout. They won't be able to advance. That's it. Oh, my God.
And he hits that through, and now with a 2-point lead, the Cavaliers have a chance. And I think Loic Ringbaugh was not happy about that. I think he tried to miss it intentionally, but
oh, man, he's such a bad free throw shooter. He couldn't even miss it.
And with that
was bad, my bad. But he really, the execution was to miss the free throw. But that's going to hurt them if they win the game.
It's going to be a talking point.
Yeah, definitely. But
it's going to be here. So not exactly Mr. Popular in the huddle right now is Shamsi on that made free throw.
Yeah.
But now the Cavaliers have 1.7 left. And remember, Bravo hit it on the corner pocket on the left side of the court. But now you would have to imagine that Doof might be on Bravo, and they have to go to option B, if not C.
Yeah, Doof might be on it, but Coach Martin is pretty smart. He'll have some screens for him, so have Doof run around. And Bravo just going to have to elevate and shoot that shot. He's the one that can make those type of shots. But they don't really need a 3 to win. All they're trying to do is get this game back, get to that third overtime, right? So whatever the shot is, you take it. If it's a 3, so be it.
We've seen some winners at the death here. The women's team beat St. Foy back in October on a backdoor screen. And we'll see now what the pass is for Ernell Thomas. Doof will be on Thomas, so
Hard to the ball. Corner.
Cleophas for the win. And it clanks off, and Édouard-Montpetit will get win number 3. Champlain dropped to 67. Your thoughts here on this game, Sean?
What a great comeback by Champlain, but a better win by Édouard-Montpetit. They showed the medal. They led throughout the whole game. They were the better team, and they deserved the win.
And you see these Warriors go at it right now, exhausted after playing 2 hours and 10 minutes of basketball. Rivals, no doubt, but that's definitely a potential rematch we could see in late February, early March.
Definitely, Mo.
A win right there.
We didn't think it was going to be this exciting when the way it started, but it finished like this was a hell of a game. Good W by Édouard-Montpetit there. They're going to be a tough team. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. That front line is dangerous.
Look at these stats here, final stats in terms of the overall, and I think the biggest conversation the Cavs will have will be they went 4-28 in the first half.
Yep.
Overall, they finish 23-77. And with that, a big demoralizing loss perhaps for the Cavaliers, but a huge confidence booster for the Lynx going towards the final 3 weeks of the season, Sean.
The loss, if I'm Édouard, I'm loving this. Is going to boost their energy for the next 3 games. But for Champlain, I'm not that. Yeah, they didn't play well the first half, and they didn't play a real good game against St. Foy. But the second half, they showed the medal that you could show that video tip to your team. Hey guys, this is how we have to play from the start of the game. So big W by Édouard. But I'm not that discouraged if I'm Champlain. Yes, you want to win the game, but they showed a medal to come back. They showed some great fight there.
Big win for the Lynx, and now a few days to reconsider and reconfigure. Our next broadcast will be Friday night. Doubleheader, Momo will be here in town, and that's a big one for the Cavaliers, men's and women's. 6:30 tip-off we'll have here. So that would do it for us on this Sunday afternoon, which was supposed to be a normal Sunday, but ended up being a double overtime win for Édouard. We'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.